Let's create a budget. Let's get out of debt. Let's build wealth. Guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to compare debt Snowball to a debt Avalanche. So with debt Snowball, you're basically paying off, regardless of interest rates or anything like that, you're going to pay off the smallest bill first. So you'll make minimum payments on all of your debt, and then whichever all extra cash flow will be going to the smallest debt. Once that smallest debt is paid off, then you'll take the minimum payment from that smallest debt that you were paying along with all your cash flow, and you'll put it on your next debt, and you'll keep doing that until all of your debt is paid off. And with the debt Avalanche method, you would, once you have all your bills listed out, you would find the one with the highest interest, and you would send all of your cash flow. You would still make minimum payments on all of your debt, but all of your extra cash flow will go to the debt that has the highest interest rate. And you would continue to do that until it's paid off. And then, just like with that Snowball, you would take that minimum payment that you were paying and you would go to the next highest interest rate and rinse and repeat until that is paid off. So in this example, we are going to be looking at 3 credit cards. We have a Visa, Discover, and MasterCard. Visa, we owe $1,000, 14% interest rate with a $30 minimum payment. Discover, we owe $2,000, 24% interest rate with a $60 minimum payment. The MasterCard will be $4,000 at 18% with a $120 payment. Income is $5,000. Expenses $4,500 with a $500 cash flow. So we will look at the debt Snowball method first. Remember, in debt Snowball, we're making minimum payments on everything, knocking out the lowest balance first. So we'll start with the Visa card. So I've built simulations. This is a simulation of a credit card. We have it set at $1,000 with the 14% interest rate, and the minimum payment is $30 a month. So we'll start with month 1. We're going to make a payment. Our cash flow is $500, so our payment will be $530. Month 2, we'll send $476.01. So we had our $530 payment, and we subtract $476.01. Oops. Okay, $530 payment. Subtract the $476.01. We have $53.99 available left over. So this Visa card is paid off in 2 months. So we'll tackle our next lowest debt now, which is the Discover card. $2,000 at 24% interest. So we have our Discover card with a $2,000 starting balance at 24% interest rate, and our minimum payments are $60. So we're in month 2, so $60, and then we made that Visa payment in February, and we had $53.99 left over. So we will take our cash flow of $500. Actually, we need to add that in here. So the Visa payment was $30 a month, so our expenses will be reduced. So our new expense amount will be $4,470. So that's the $30 that was going to the Visa. We no longer have that payment anymore, decreasing expenses and increasing cash flow to $530. So in February, as soon as we had paid that Visa off, we'll send the extra payment here. So the $530 was the cash flow of $500 was paid in February on the other card. So this will be the minimum payment of $60 plus the $53.99 that was left over. So this payment will be $113.99 in February. In March, we'll have the $530 payment plus the $60. So the new payment will be $590. April will make the $590 payment. May, $590. In June, we will make a payment $177.48. So if we take our cash flow of $590 and we subtract the $177.48, we're going to have $412.52 left over in June. So the Discover card is paid off in June, which is month 6. We no longer have the balance. That $60 minimum payment will now be reduced in expenses, bringing this new expense to $44.10, and the new cash flow will be $590. Next, we'll tackle the MasterCard 18% interest. So we have the MasterCard $4,000 starting balance at an 18% interest rate, and our minimum payment is $120 a month. So we'll make the $120 a month payment every month down to June. May, and then June. So June, we made that payment in June. We had $412.52 left over. So as soon as we paid the other credit card off, when we come to make this payment in June, we'll do the $120 plus the extra $412.52 that we had left over. So this payment will be $532.52. And then we have our new cash flow of $590. So starting in July, we will have our $590 cash flow plus our $120 payment. So our new payment amount will be $710. So July, August, September, October, and November will make that final payment of $448.04. So our cash flow was $710, and we subtract $448.04, we end up with $261.96 in November. So using the debt snowball method, this debt is paid off in 11 months. And we have $261.96 left over. So now let's look at Debt Avalanche. Debt Avalanche tackles the highest interest first. So let's reset this. Okay, so we look at our interest rates here. Our highest one is the Discover card at 24%. So we'll start with that one. So again, we're back at Discover, 24%. $2,000 starting balance. The minimum payment is $60 a month. So we have our cash flow of $500. First payment will be $560. February, $560. March, $560. April, we'll pay $375.48. So if we take the $560 cash flow, we subtract the $375.48, we end up with $184.52, and we're in the month of April. So we're in month 4, which is April. Discover card is paid off. Our expenses are reduced by $60 a month. So our new expense amount will be $4,440, and cash flow will be $560. Our next highest interest rate is the MasterCard at $4,000. So we have the MasterCard $4,000 starting balance at an 18% interest rate. Minimum payments are $120. So we're in month of April. So we make our 120 payment in January, February, March, and in April, as soon as we paid off the other card, we had $184.52 left over. So we'll have our minimum payment of the 120 plus the 184.52. So this payment in April will be $304.52. So our new cash flow was $560 plus the 120 minimum payment. So starting in May, our new payments will be $680. So May, June, July, August, September, and in October we'll make that payment of $281.55. So if we take our cash flow of $680 and we subtract the $281.55, we have $398.45 left in the month of October. So the MasterCard is paid off in October. We'll no longer have that $120 payment, so expenses will be reduced by $120, which will make our new total $43.20. The new cash flow $680. So we have the Visa card $1,000 at 14%. So we have our Visa card 14% interest rate at $1,000. Minimum payment is $30 a month, and we're in the month of October. So we make our minimum payment in January, the minimum payment in February, the minimum payment in March, the minimum payment in April, the minimum payment in May, June, July, August, September, and we paid the other credit card off in October. We had $398.45 left over. So that $30 minimum payment plus the $398.45 will give us a payment here of $428.45. So in October, and our cash flow is $680. So in November, we'll make that payment of $400.72. So if we take our cash flow of $680 and we subtract the $400, we have $279.28 left over. So with that Avalanche, it was paid off also in 11 months. Difference, cash on hand, we have $279.28, and the difference between these two is $17.32. So that Avalanche will beat that Snowball by tackling the highest interest first. It is faster than that Snowball. The difference obviously depends on the amount of debt you have. So, you know, if you have a ton of debt and higher debt amounts, then that Avalanche would be preferred over that Snowball. But it kind of depends too. You know, all of this is basically mathematical, right? I mean, you think about it. If you did do that Snowball first and you have some extra cash flow, you'll get your cash flow quicker on that Snowball. You can then turn around and use that cash flow for like investing or something, and then eventually turn around and chunk bigger amounts. But it's all a numbers game. That's all. You know, there's a lot of debate over velocity banking, debt Avalanche, Snowball, extra payments. That's because there's so many variables. Basic mathematical, if you look at it mathematically, that Avalanche will beat that Snowball. So guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to continue seeing things like this, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you are subscribed or you're going to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell. that will alert you every time there's a new video that comes out. I post every 3 days, but by hitting that notification bell, it will alert you anytime a new video comes out. So guys, some people don't understand the importance of thumbs up, notification bell, and subscribing. It does help the channel to grow, but what it also does is it helps push these videos out to more people. And to me, that's the most important thing, is it coming across and helping people. So by doing these things, you're also helping others. You know, I grew up, you know, a lot of people find out about these things and they wish that they knew these stuff earlier in life. And by clicking the thumbs up, notification bell, and subscribing, it may come across someone who has no idea, and they can start to enhance their life and their family lives. So again, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.